Now to an incident that happened in the town of Amherst that really horrified the community there about 12 months ago. It was a young man who was found seriously hurt in the middle of a street and later died at ECMC. It's been a year ago this week. Amherst police and the Erie County District Attorney both told our reporter Leanne that no charges will be filed in the case.
And Leanne has been looking into this as part of her Unsolved series. She's joining us live. So Leanne, what have you been hearing from law enforcement about this case?
Kate and Michael, from the little information that I have been told from the Erie County DA's office and Amherst police, we do know that 29-year-old Charles, better known as Chuck Elardo, was found seriously injured in the street on Thistle Lee near Sheridan Drive in Amherst. Now, we know Elardo was taken to ECMC, where he later died from his injuries. Up until this week, that's all we knew about what happened. But we recently learned from Amherst police and the DA that the investigation was completed and the case was closed. So what happened that night? In a statement from Amherst Police Captain Christopher Meyer, he said Elardo may have been hit by a vehicle. And he said, quote, based on the evidence, it appeared that Mr. Elardo may have come in contact with a vehicle, causing him to fall and injure himself, which resulted in his fatal injuries. Now, I had reached out to the district attorney to do an interview about trying to find out who was responsible for Elardo's death. That's when I was told the case was closed and no charges would be filed. Michael and Kate.
So Leanne, did the district attorney or his office give any indication, on why charges wouldn't be warranted in a case like this? I mean, I know that they're saying he died from injuries related to a fall after he was hit, but he was still hit by a vehicle here. Yeah,
and the brief statement I was given from the DA's office, it said, quote, the matter has been thoroughly investigated and no charges will be filed. But during a follow-up call that I had with a spokesperson to try and learn more about the decision, I was told the investigation had determined no foul play was involved. And the statement that I got from Amherst police continued on to say, quote, after consulting with the Erie County District Attorney's office, they recommended that no criminal charges be filed. At this time, we feel that the case has been thoroughly investigated and is now closed. Now, having said that, I still feel like there are still unanswered questions about what happened that night. I have put in a few Freedom of Information law requests to look at the case files and the evidence involved in this case in hopes of learning more.
More questions. We look forward to that update, Leanne. Thanks so much for coming on with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.